I know what you're thinking, the BAMs love Australia, but why are they saying we shouldn't move?
You'd be absolutely right. We do BAMing love Australia, but we also know that it's not for everybody. It takes a certain type of person and also a certain mindset to emigrate successfully.
What we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away.
And we've had comments in some of our videos that people think we're looking through rose-tinted glasses, or that we're not being entirely honest with you guys when we make these videos. We're just telling you it from our perspective. We don't live on the negatives. We realise that we actually have to change our way of thinking and adapt to those things. So we just get on with it. So it's not that we're looking through rose-tinted glasses. That's just how we see things.
But not everyone feels the same as we do.
The first reason you may struggle in Australia is if you can't adapt to the extreme weather. When it's hot, sometimes you could even do with oven gloves to drive your car.
I've actually seen people doing it.
Have you? I haven't actually seen anyone, but I have thought about it sometimes when I've got in the car and it's burnt my hands.
Yeah. You can forget about going barefoot in the summer. You cannot walk on the pavement or the roads barefoot. We've seen and smelt tarmac melting on a summer's day, like a really hot summer's day. And when we were talking hot, we're not talking Backstreet Boys hot, we're talking back sweat hot.
To be honest, I didn't even know that that was a thing prior to living in Australia, and it is just as gross as it sounds. And when it rains, flipping heck does it rain. All of a sudden, you can end up in flash floods, and it just becomes too unsafe to drive very quickly.
Obviously, there's things you can do to adapt to life in Australia, such as when you park your car, put up a sunshade so it doesn't get so hot in there. Another one is to put the aircon on before you go anywhere. Just let it cool down a little bit before you want to go off and drive. You're probably going to cattle brand yourself with your seatbelt. Just make sure you be careful with that one. Just grab the bit of plastic. Try not to grab the metal.
It does hurt.
Don't walk barefoot in summer. Just wear your thongs everywhere. Also, if you're down at the beach, dip your feet in the ocean. So it makes walking on the sand a lot easier afterwards. And if you get caught in an extreme weather event, just keep yourself indoors until it's gone.
Number two is that if you're not willing to embrace change, then you probably will never settle in here. You probably won't be able to get heaps of the things that you could get in the supermarket here. And yes, Christmas Day is flipping hot. Your whole life will change by moving to Australia. You don't just move into another country and carry on doing all the things that you've always done. That's just not how it works.
You have to definitely adapt to different style homes, foods, home styling, different activities, and making yourself new traditions.
All in all, you just have to be an adventurer with the expectation that you're going to have to change your expectations.
And number three, if you're someone that needs to be near your family, obviously Australia will not be for you. We're not all the same, but there's plenty of families that live around the corner from each other all their lives, and they see each other daily and can't live without each other. And if this is what you need out of your life, you'll probably struggle without that. That's fine, just be honest with yourself, because emigrating is a very long, stressful, ruddy expensive process. It'd be crazy to go for all that and then just be miserable living here.
We love our family dearly, and we really love when we get to see them. But in between visits, we're happy with those video calls and also stalking their social media. That works for us, but it doesn't work for everyone.
Lastly, this is a subject few people have raised in the comments, and that is Australia is not without its own problems. For example, currently there's a housing crisis. Like in many areas, housing and rent prices have gone up dramatically. And in some places, there's not even enough houses to meet demand. Interest rates are rising too, and so the prices of pretty much everything. And many people are struggling financially.
That last point feels pretty heavy. It is a worldwide problem, not just an Australia problem. What we're personally saying about that is just not to expect Australia to be without its problemos. Be aware and be willing to adapt to what's necessary. For example, you could broaden your search for an area of where you want to live, or you could seek an additional income. You could think about more sustainable living options And be sure to live within your means rather than taking on huge debts at uncertain times.
There are solutions, you just need to think outside of that box.
On that note, we would like to mention something a little more cheery. So this week we hit 5,000 YouTube subscribers. We feel really overwhelmed by this, and we really want to say how happy we are that you actually take time out of your week to spend with us and be part of our BAM family. As a thank you, because we are so bamming grateful, we want to give one of you a $100 voucher to spend in any Australian-based business of your choice. And all you have to do is send us a picture of you watching this video, because we absolutely love receiving those pictures from you. It really puts a smile on our faces.
Get your phone ready. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, BAM!
Send that picture to us on Instagram at the BAM Famalam in Australia. We will be picking one of you to win that $100 voucher. And please do note that the picture that you send us may be shown on our socials.
So if you like this video, take a look at this BAMmer.